Okay, and we're back. So Evan will be continuing his game from last week. And for those who are just joining live that didn't know we had a game last week, could you kind of give us a little kind of summary of what happened last week?
Of course. So last week we had the first session of this little story arc that I'm running, and what happened last week is the crew was hired by a corporate representative to come to a space station that had been taken over by a crew of pirates. And in the process, the pirates had begun impersonating the station's crew and taken the small number of survivors as hostages. So the party has been hired to approach the space station in disguise as a resupply ship, and then once on the ship, their mission was to kill the pirates and to rescue the two hostages. And so last session, they arrived at the station successfully, although they did discover that the cargo of their ship was actually full of additional hired mercenaries beyond their own crew that had apparently been hired to help distract some of the pirates on the station so that the party could focus on retrieving the two hostages. So last session was pretty much completely combat there as they slowly managed to take over most of the hangar and fight off the initial wave of defenders as their mercenary assistants scattered throughout the rest of the station.
Awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and do our obligation and the Destiny. It looks like the GM poll's cleared.
Ooh, 18. All right. Let's see who is that.
All right. Got us some force points, even though I can't use the force.
Where is the obligation listed on here?
I just make my own notes. Does everyone have 15 at least? Just assume everyone has 15. So just put us in a random order. It'd be the second person on your list.
All right. In that case, that'll be Steven. So, Pato, what is Pato's obligation right now?
I guess his obligation is that he's been kind of distracted by he hasn't really he's been kind of ducking the Chiss what is it, ascendancy?
Yeah.
And kind of trying to do his own thing. And he's been kind of stressing out about what that's going to cost him in the long term, probably.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. So just realizing that he's maybe been gallivanting and adventuring a little bit too much, not really focusing on his original mission, and kind of realizing that is stressing him out a little.
Yeah, he kind of wants to abandon the whole Chiss ascendancy thing because they don't. It's kind of mixed feelings about Force users and stuff with them.
Right.
So he's kind of he's probably stressing out about like getting clear of that and also having to deal with his extended absence as well.
Right.
Cool. So looks like Eli is able to join us today, so I guess you can kind of work Eli's character in.
All right. If you want to go ahead and just kind of introduce who that character is, who Kintuck Uru is.
Absolutely. So Kentuck is actually a Bothan Jedi in training. So they are, it is a male And so they're just kind of starting out, trying to get the feels for what their abilities are. And that's really pretty much it. I mean, standard sort of equipment for a boss or for a Jedi. I mean,
Okay. And is Kentuck a established character, or is this a new one?
brand new one.
Okay, got it. All right.
Could be in one of the crates.
Actually, I have an idea of where I'll want to introduce Kentuck. Maybe a few minutes in, but I do have a good idea where I want that to be. All right. So, where is? Let's see. I think actually we technically left off still in initiative.
Yep, and we can put. I'll move us back to the map. Looking for the map. I've had so many.
It's the one titled Skip 102.
Have you figured out which map we're going to be on for the prison thing? Because Viper's in a completely different level.
Right. Yeah, I do have that map set up and stuff.
Perfect.
So yeah, Viper is. I think last we left, I know Viper had retrieved the first hostage, Dr. Emalaj, and hadn't. I think it had leapt like tucked Dr. Emalaj aside in one of the air ducts and then was moving somewhere else.
Yeah, he told the tuck in the air duct. He said, just wait here, and some people come get you. Or I'll come back and get you. As he goes off to the prison, I guess, where they're keeping the other ones, and look for him, and got the guy to give him something that he can use to say to the other person, so it won't be so difficult to convince them, like it was to convince this guy.
Right. All right. So let's see. We were at a PC slot here.
All right. So who hasn't gone? My character's been going last.
I guess this would be you then.
Oh, is this the last character? Oh,
yeah. We start off at the very last PC slot of the round.
Okay. Let me play some ambiance real fast. Here we go. Okay, so if this is a start, then the catwalk should be crumbling right now.
That far southern end down here is that support is kind of detached, and that ramp has detached from that office room down there. So there's a small group of the security guards / pirates there trying to keep their footing.
Okay, so I will then have Wasp shoot at that blaster that's attached to the building that was shooting at us last game. So he'll do that with Speaks Binary.
Okay.
All right. So it's silhouette 6, right? So it's a 1 purple for me to shoot. But I add 2 setback for doing a called shot. Okay. I think I got it set up. Oh. Sorry. Here we go. All right. So I'm wanting to basically affect the weapon. So if it says destroyed on a crit, then that'll be for the weapon and not the whole building.
Okay.
So he's got lethal blows 3, so it adds 3. Then I want to just use those advantages to multiply the crit plus the triumph to So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 plus 3 is 70. So add 70 to the crit modifier towards that weapon up here.
Okay, so you had the 3 from
Lethal blows.
lethal blows, and then you have enough advantage to upgrade your crit twice. So that'll be 5 is what I'm getting. You'll get a crit.
My bad. I was reading it wrong. Yeah, it's 3, not 2. Okay, so 1, 2. I can do it 3 times because it's my crit. So it'd be 60. My bad. So it's plus 60 to the crit roll.
All right. Let me. I'm trying to remember where I had this vehicle set up. There it is. All right, I'll say that that makes sense. So yeah, you managed to. Oh wait, did that show up for you?
It showed.
Yeah, so you guys managed. You managed to hit something important, and the barrels of the turret poking out of the ceiling there just kind of suddenly lower and power down. There's sparks flying and electricity arcing a bit.
All right, that was his action. So for his movement, he's gonna make his way and see what's in here, down these tunnels or whatever. I guess we'll go to this room right here, see if there's anything in there. All right, anything in here?
All right. As you approach that room, you find that there are 3 of what looks like the pirates from. Sorry, not pirates. 3 of the mercenaries from your ship that are in there, and they are setting up what looks like explosive charges.
Avoid the catwalk. It has been disassembled. All right, that's my turn.
All right.
Hold shift and click on the map so you can autofocus on the stream where the action is.
Got it. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is from up here, you see another group of those the pirates come running out of this other room, and they are going to actually shoot down on the lower level towards HK. And he has, remind me what his defense is?
Is it an auto fire weapon?
He has 2 range defense and adversary 3, I believe.
Yep, it's correct on his token.
All right.
What type of weapon are they using against him?
This squad actually, between them, has a light repeating blaster.
Okay, cool. I got the sound effect ready.
All right, so they spray a blast down towards him. That's going to be 14 damage.
All right, so he soaks some of that. Find his character sheet.
And that is Pierce 1.
Pierce 1, so I think he has 9 armor. Yeah, 9 soak. So you said 14 total?
Right.
14 minus 8 is 6.
Observation. I think this meatbag has hostile intentions, Master. This is going to be fun.
All right. And then so that's going to be it for them. Out of here, another one of the officers is going to run, and he's actually going to just run down the catwalk, so he's going to double move. And then the group down here at the end of this damaged catwalk are going to use a maneuver to get back on their feet. And I think we said that squad dropped their repeating blaster. So they're going to also start moving up the catwalk.
So is it kind of in where it connects that it's been broken?
The part that broke off is going to be right there. So basically this whole support beam right there got pretty heavily damaged. So it's probably bending right about there, and it's kind of completely detached from the actual room at the far south end there.
So do they need to make a coordination or athletics to not fall off?
I don't think it's quite that damaged. Let's see. We'll make it's not super damaged quite. Well, let me rephrase. It is quite damaged, obviously, but it's not quite precarious enough to be incredibly difficult. We'll make that a easy check for them.
Anyone care if we spend a light side point to make a beam break right under their feet as they're jumping to make it upgraded?
Go ahead. Nice little roll.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll start passing the dice back and forth. So light side point.
Hopefully, I'll replace that with my force roll. Clear pool.
Did everyone roll for their?
No, we're still missing Ali's and Pat is, I think.
Okay, so Eli, you can go ahead and roll since you'll be in the game. Okay, cool. So.
All right. So, and you're spending that point to upgrade it?
Yes, I spent a point to upgrade the check so they don't fall over. And narratively, I'm saying like some of the loose catwalk break from under their feet as they're about to jump.
All right. So looks like they do make it as some of the panels of the catwalk are falling out from beneath them. But it's not easy, and they're gonna take a strain as they do that.
Is it a menu group?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
All right.
So top of the order.
First round, who dis?
And just let Eli know when the Bothan needs to roll for initiative. So, and we'll do that either. It's recommended to do at the start of a new round.
Yeah, this is actually a good time for that. We'll go ahead and have you do that.
So sorry, what do I need to roll?
Initiative.
Cool. It's cool on the combat tab of your character sheet. And then just do it on the settings of the turn order, do Z to A, and that will put the Bothan in the correct order. Are you using available 2 character sheet? I can put a Bothan token on it.
I've already done that.
Yeah, you said it was cool, right?
Just roll your combat. Cool.
Yeah, combat cool. Cool.
Nice.
Okay, there. Sorry.
All right.
All right, so someone can go as PC slot.
Whoever wants to go, because y'all know what Viper's doing already. Unless like someone wants to do something else. Are we still in? Are they still in combat? Or is there still guys to shoot, or what?
Yeah, there's still a couple guys that are actively shooting at them.
All right, I'm gonna. My character's pretty much gonna be guiding Viper through that area. I guess since it's another area, can I make another roll for to determine schematics for that area since it's a different area, or is it kind of known already?
Yeah, as he's passing up there, does your known schematic only last for the session?
I guess it's just so I know the building structure already. So for that, I guess so. It's in a different section. I don't know if that counts as the same structure, or if you want me to re-roll it for this new section he's in. Just by looking around the stuff and like trying to get an idea where he could be and what it would be looking like.
Well, that's what I'm saying is I don't know if the specific bonuses from that technically carry over. So you double check the wording on that. See how long it lasts.
Everything's usually a session or an encounter.
It says it grants me familiarity with the building or ship's design. So I'm familiar with it. It doesn't say per. It says I can make the roll once per session, but it doesn't say how long it lasts.
Okay. Yeah. So in that case, you're still as you're up there, as he's moving through there, you're able to kind of recognize that looks like there's some portions where there is access to the maybe some electrical systems up there. Nothing quite as intricate as a maybe computer system, but mostly looks like power supply and stuff like that up there. That might be running from what you would assume is a central reactor towards the prison area where this air duct is taking you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just tell him to keep going that way then. And I guess that's what will be focused on my effort is helping him navigate this whole thing.
Yep. All right. So you're doing that for that first slot?
Yeah, don't just let unless someone else wants to take the slot. I mean, that's what I was going to do for my turn.
I might take it because we're still getting shot at.
That's fine.
Can I say the guy that shot at HK?
Yeah, I would say you might have. You might have to shift a little bit to be able to see over the ship.
You could give him a setback for the guy having cover or something.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have a setback for cover just because of the angle he's at up there.
Okay. Well, I'm not very good at that anyway. I was going to just have HK shoot him. Can HK see him?
Oh, HK can totally see him. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll take a shot first, and if it seems necessary, I'll take a shot. But that's not really.
Not your thing.
Not my thing. All right, so HK. Thought I had his character sheet open. Alt click. What's the difficulty? I'd assume it's probably like short or medium.
Let's see. Medium is 2 purple, right?
Yeah.
This will be medium. Yeah.
Translation.
And does he have any defense
2%
or
probability
adversary?
that the miniature organic is simply
no.
looking for trouble and needs to be blasted. That may be wishful thinking on my part, Master.
And combat stuff. Like beating blaster.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So he's gonna crit, auto fire. Do I have to declare that first?
Yeah, you have to declare auto fire before you make the attack.
Oh damn! I should have done that.
Yeah, it adds a difficulty when you do.
All right, yeah. So he's going to crit to take out. It's a minion group.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 14 damage to the minion group, 1 crit, and pass 2 boosts. Who's still engaged in combat? I'll pass 2 boosts to Urdak that he can use when he wants.
You can crit twice. You can crit twice.
No, well, you multiply your crit.
Well, yeah, you can multiply it, or you can narratively say something that Triumph does.
When you're dealing with minion groups, if instead of upgrading it, like when you upgrade a crit, does it kill a second one?
I am not.
automatically kills one in the menu.
I know a normal a flat crit automatically kills one.
I don't think it specifies.
Okay. So yeah, you're critting to kill one, and then you said 14, right?
14, pierce 1.
Okay. Yeah, so that kills 3 of them. One of them and injures one. Actually, you know what? No, because they took some strain earlier, so actually that does finish them off.
All right, yeah.
So HK turns up there and just kind of hoses down that group.
And I'll pass some boosts to Urdak for his next turn, or whenever he wants to use them.
All right.
Where is Urdak?
He is over here hiding behind the boxes.
Ah, okay.
And then let's see. Pato will probably just move to the other end of the ship and kind of hunker down over there.
All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. And Urdak has 4 range defense, I believe, right?
Yeah, Urdak is 4 and 4. Is it the heavy repeating blaster shooting at him?
That is. Well, maybe if I can get that to work. Okay, I'm gonna actually roll that as the light repeating blaster and just change the damage.
Okay. What you sometimes can do is just go ahead and add another weapon to their character sheet and just put the attributes in it.
So where is this coming from?
Just to the north of you there, up on that railing, they've got that heavy repeating blaster set up.
So would I have some cover though?
You have to spend a maneuver to take cover, but it doesn't. Your range defense is higher than what you would get, so.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, that's the downside of range defense and shields and stuff is it doesn't stack with cover.
Hmm.
All right, sorry, I had to throw it together real quick. Bada bam.
Is
I'll
this
go
stun
ahead.
damage or regular damage?
This is regular damage.
Okay,
So that is 17 damage, which I believe is going to go through.
that is correct. It does go through.
All right, then I will go ahead and crit.
Okay, roll critical.
I think that's enough to make them run out of ammo.
You roll critical.
Yeah, it is.
Urdak, roll a critical on your sheet.
Oh yeah, I roll. Okay, yeah. So is there anything that I have to add to it?
Nope.
I don't believe so. Oh, Vicious 1. Yeah, this
Okay.
one is Vicious 1.
So
and it's Pierce 2.
Add 10.
Where do I add it? To the top or bottom slot?
No, on the critical roll.
It's on
says
that
critical roll
offset.
offset. Type 10 in the offset, just above the roll critical big
Type
red
10.
button.
Okay. Dice roll. Okay, so let me look at my notes.
Can you reduce crits?
Yes, I can. Yeah, I have 1 rank of durable, and I can reduce that by 10.
Oh, so it would have negated the offset.
Okay, so that would have made it
A 72.
just a 72. In that case, that's going to be
Just
hamstrung.
Yeah, just heal it and type in 72 manually.
Hamstrung. The target loses his free maneuver until the end of the encounter.
So you got no free maneuver.
No free maneuver.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, what? I put in the 76 and...
No, it's 72.
72? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, 72.
Yeah, just heal those. All right.
Okay. Cool.
But make sure you heal the previous crit so it doesn't show you have more than one crit.
Yeah, I healed all of those.
All right. Next.
All right, PC slot.
Oh, yeah, I also make it run out of ammo.
Where do you want the Bothan to be?
Do we have a character token for him yet?
I think. Are you almost done, Allie?
Yeah.
All right. Once you're ready, your Bothan is going to be up here in this room that has been kind of converted to a holding cell. So there is a force field there. You do not have any of your equipment on you other than basic clothing.
Right there.
Okay.
The one next to it. And you have kind of recently woken up. The events that led to you being captured and Bothan napped. Maybe we can hash that out later. But you do find yourself waking up in a unfamiliar place to the sound of combat. Although it's slightly distant, you might hear some yelling and the blaster fire and such.
Okay. All right. Well, while they're doing what they're doing, I'll just say that my character, meanwhile, is trying to look for a means to escape.
Okay. We can say that you could do a. It is what career and specialization is your character?
Jedi Padawan.
Okay. If you do have something that you feel like could maybe help you here, depending on what it is, you could maybe have rolled a skullduggery check to have it hidden on yourself. You managed to sneak it into the cell, hide it before you were frisked.
Okay. We can say that it's some sort of small device that is used to kind of like bust computers, sort of make them not work.
Okay. I'm not super familiar with a lot of the slicing stuff. Jeff, do you know if there's a good item that would kind of maybe fit that?
You could just say she has something, or he. I don't know. Is your character male or female?
Male.
Okay, he has something like a clothespin or a piece of metal scrap that he found or broke a screw off a bedding that he can use so he doesn't get the setback for not having the right tools for the job. So you can do that and then it depends on how strong the lock is the difficulty. So military base would be like 4, and then you could scale it down depending on how difficult you think this is.
Yeah. So it's not a physical cell. There's actually a little force field that's been set up there. But this was kind of a little bit of a hasty conversion. So I'll say it will be we'll call it a 3 purple check. It's difficult, but you have a tool that you can maybe use here to try and disable that.
So maybe he can get a boost for having the right tool for the job.
In this case, you wouldn't really. I'm going to say no, but having that does remove the setback that would be otherwise trying to disable a device without tools. So no boost, but you do have the tools for the job.
Okay, and then what am I rolling?
This will be mechanics.
Or skullduggery.
Or yes, or skullduggery. Yeah.
All right, let's go with mechanics.
All right. So yeah, you're working at it with this little bit of scrap that you've managed to get a hold of. But you can't so far. You just can't manage to pop open the little bit of exposed casing on the force field generator. What do you want to spend those advantage on?
Can I spend those advantages on just taking a little bit of extra time to kind of feel my way through the situation?
Yeah. You can. We can say maybe get a boost on your next attempt at this as you kind of pause, take a breath, and you kind of let yourself focus.
Yep, absolutely. That'll work.
All right. And another NPC. I needed to drop one of them off.
There, Allie, I found a picture for you too.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm going to drop that one. Next PC.
You want to take revenge, Urdak?
You want me? Wait, isn't the light repeating blaster like in the ceiling?
No, it's up the stairs.
No, it's up the stairs. Yeah. This is a crew mounted weapon. There's a couple of the pirates up there.
Okay. So I guess I'll just double move my way over to them then. Is this difficult terrain by any chance?
Not really. There's the little crates are there, but I'd say you are beefy enough that I'm not even going to bother making you roll to mantle one of those and run across it.
Okay. So I'll double move my way over there then.
Don't forget you do not get your free maneuver, so that's going to cost you strain. 2 strain.
So it costs me. Oh yeah, I don't get a. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So 2 strain.
All right. Anything else from you?
Intimidate.
No.
All right. Next PC.
Is there any more?
You, Jeff.
Is there any more bad guys for HK to decimate?
There is the group that is there's that one minion group that's trying to make their way up the ramp there, and there is the one officer who is currently running down the ramp there.
So they're in the air. You could shoot them if you want.
Yeah, if HK can see him, he'll take a shot.
Now, if you want auto fire, go ahead and declare it.
Yeah. There's an officer, you said?
Yes.
So he'll take a shot at the officer.
Okay.
With auto fire.
All right.
We already shot this round.
Oh yeah, did
Oh yeah,
still in the
HK already
same-
did that stuff.
We're still in the same round?
So
yeah.
So I think it's TX and Guy that's left. So.
Okay. All right. Well, then if that's the case, then TX will take it. All right. We've explored this room. Then we'll move around here, see if anything of note.
And you do find something of note. So that first room, that's just a refresher there. But then the next room past that, you see it looks like probably crew quarters or something like that. That has been kind of hastily converted to a prison cell, and inside there you see a Bothan that is working at one of the mechanisms, maybe trying to break himself out.
Stand back. Enemy of my enemy is thy friend.
Okay.
It is advisable to take cover. All right.
All right, I will move my bed to where it is covering me, and I'm protected then.
All right, and then he'll just shoot. He'll do a called shot at the force field.
Okay.
At the at whatever the laser that's the projectors, the force field projecting mechanism. He'll shoot at that.
Right.
100 damage and crit with 40 added to
That's
it.
a lot of damage.
Yeah. So yeah, you're able to very thoroughly disable the force field there, as well as part of the wall behind the prisoner. But you are now free.
Yay! Thank you so very much.
You are welcome. I am CDETX98, and this is WA5P, or you can call him Wasp. We are inside of this power lifter, so it might be difficult to see.
Good to know. Well, thank you so very much for assisting my escape.
It is advisable to shoot the pirates that are responsible for your kidnapping and evacuate as this base is being melted to explode.
Absolutely. I will do my best to assist.
All right, then I'll pass with that advantage. Pass it to the next PC.
All right, and then our final PC here.
So he's just going to, I guess, I don't know how many turns it takes him to get to the prison thing.
He'll probably get there at the end of this turn if he's double moving.
Okay, so that's where he's going to keep making his way towards that. I don't know, is there anything I can do from the ship to help, like even do some sensors or something like that, or maybe to help the rest of the team?
You would have to get access more to the, I think, for what I'm thinking of, you'd probably have to get access to the actual station's computers and systems. To do that, you'd probably have to get upstairs.
Might I suggest something?
What's that?
Any of the fire extinguisher sensors or alarm systems, maybe slice into that and make it trigger to try and get the people to evacuate from areas that we don't want them in.
So set up false alarms to go off?
Yeah, hack into the security system and make the security system think that an alarm in a sector had been triggered. Not necessarily the one that you're on, but if you're able, they're all connected, so you should be able to physically slice into one of the fire alarm sensors and get it to trigger one in a different sector.
Even though I'm on a ship, is it? But I just use the ship's
control?
Oh wait,
you're on the ship. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you're on the ship.
I was on the ship checking everything and through that cargo hatch, and I locked the ship down.
You can get off the ship and then go to the nearest fire alarm and then trigger it that way.
That's fine. I'll stay on the ship then.
Unfortunately, their fire alarms are probably not hooked up to the HoloNet, but that's a GM call.
That's fine. Then I'll just focus my attention. That way, I can stay on a blast of fire there, assisting Viper with getting through and locating these people.
All right. Give me a. Do you want to have him take strain to get a second maneuver, or are you just spinning your action as a second maneuver? Okay.
He's just using his action and stuff like that. Like he's not doing anything.
Okay.
I'll say anything I can do to assist. Otherwise, I'll just be monitoring the screen and everything and talking them through everything.
Yeah. You know what? I guess honestly, you can do a perception check since you are watching him through the screen and stuff. So go ahead and give me a 2 purple perception check here.
How many boosts do I get? Jeff said he was passing boost. Was it just 1 boost? Jeff, you said you're about to get some boost, or how many boosts?
He may have stepped away. You can go ahead and roll. Call it 2 boosts, and we can adjust. All right. So he is. You're able to, as you're viewing the camera, you're able to spot, as he's passing over one of the vents, you can see that he's probably looking down into the prison area, and you see there is a good number of the pirates moving through there. And it looks like maybe they're actually even setting up there. Maybe they suspect who you are going after.
I mean, but they don't see him though, unless they
No.
outdid his. Yeah. So okay, what do you want me to do with the two threat?
I am going to say that during this, Viper is, since he is moving, he's making a tiny bit more noise maybe than expected. So he'll have. How many can I do for that?
I think it's one setback.
Yeah, I'll give him a setback on his next stealth check.
Okay.
All right. So the security guard. These guys are going to keep running up here. Up there on the catwalk, you can see them moving. Looks like they're kind of heading this way. And the group up here on the catwalk is... oh, yeah, they're out of ammo, so they're going to... one of them's going to try and throw a grenade at EotE.
Ooh, a grenade.
Play catch.
Yeah, let's play catch.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Can he play catch with it like he caught it? And
Well, they didn't
yeah.
get enough. They didn't get enough of threats in order for that to happen. Like maybe they got 3, maybe if you allow it.
There's usually a time delay on grenades. Usually, so I mean, there's like a 5 second. Maybe could have caught it in the air and thrown it back, and then maybe.
I mean, I could do that as my action.
If they'd rolled a lot lower, maybe, but in this case, it's going to kind of just plink off the railing, the little slight wall there as you're coming up the stairs, and it falls down to the ground in the little kitchen area below, and goes off in a flash of light.
Oh, it did stun damage, so it would have even done less damage if it did hit.
They're scared of you. They dropped it.
All right, top of the round.
Like, we emptied the clip into him. Why is he still moving? Oh my gosh! He's coming for me! Alright, who's going?
I guess Urdak can go this round. So, he'll take another 2 strain to move. To like
I think we lost Jeff because I see Zombre still on, but I don't see his.
So that's 55, and there you go. Now I'm right.
I was muted.
Oh, are you not recording it then, or are you doing it all on one computer?
Yeah, I'm recording it.
And so
It's live stream.
I'm going to use my intense presence, which will heal it will heal a strain equal to my presence modifier. So I'll just take away the 2 that I gained from the move.
All right. So you end your turn adjacent to this bunch of guys who look pretty upset about the situation.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset as well.
Couldn't you make an athletics or something like that to get right up on his face?
He's out of moves.
Yeah, I'm out of moves.
Well, I mean, that's during the move, isn't it?
It's his crit. His crit doesn't let him have a free move, so.
Ah, gotcha.
Next PC.
Murder robot.
Is that officer still in view of HK?
Yeah.
So I'll take a shot at him,
Remember auto fire. You got to declare it.
and he will auto fire it. And does the guy have any particular strengths?
He'll have 1 defense.
All right. So HK is going to shoot him.
Oh, and you know what? I've been forgetting this. I'm sorry. He also has adversary 1.
Okay.
Oh.
So increase difficulty for auto fire, and then upgrade 1 for adversary.
Right, so let's see how that goes.
Oh, your gun's probably not going to survive that.
Yeah, he's probably gonna run out of ammo or something. But that's he can't activate auto fire, or how does
No, it takes 2 advantages to activate it to do the damage multiple times, but you have no advantages left.
So he does 16 damage to the officer.
Yep. So yeah,
Here's
he managed to get him. He perishes.
So what happens with the threat?
Ooh. Let me look at.
Out of ammo.
Threat.
I have an idea. I forgot there's a chart here.
I think 2 lets a free movement, or 3.
Hey, let him do its thing. He's got some ideas.
All right. As he's spraying up there, he manages to hit. Firstly, he manages to hit some kind of power line up there, and suddenly all of the lights in this room go out.
That's a good sound effect.
And also, a couple of these blaster bolts are kind of ricocheting around, bouncing off some of the heavier plating up there. And a couple of them are actually going to hit the ground around Pata. So he's going to have. I'm going to give him 2 setback on his next check. As he is rather maybe distracted and thrown off by this. So what is Pata doing?
Statement. They are not too much for us, Master. Blasters on ready.
What does Pata do?
You may be muted again, Steven.
Yeah, he's gonna, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like here, he's gonna run to here.
Can your character see in the dark?
He has infrared vision.
So
Okay.
it removes a setback.
Does it remove 1 or 2 of the setbacks? He's got at least partial vision in here.
I believe it removes 1.
Yeah, it's probably not pitch dark in here, because there's probably some running lights coming off of off of y'all's ship, and there's also probably some things in here maybe a little bit on fire, little flashes of sparks and stuff like that every now and then. So it's enough that if you do at least have some slight vision enhancing things or slight dark vision like the Chiss have, then he's at least functionally visible. All right, is that it for Pata?
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Next PC.
The Bothan.
I feel like we skipped a few NPCs.
Yeah, we killed some NPCs off. That's why.
Oh yeah, we have. Okay, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I'll let the Bothan go.
Okay, so real quick, where am I at again?
You were on the upstairs level here.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my full movement and double movement in order to move towards the noise.
Okay. Most of it is coming from kind of that stairwell there, or the hallway just past it.
All right, so I can move right there then.
All right. Next PC.
TX will take it. Is there anything on this level? Any more prisoners or anything?
No, the other rooms look like they still are still set up as actual quarters and not as improvised prison cells.
Has anyone been in this room yet?
Not yet.
All right. Then they move here and look inside.
All right. Looking inside there, you see another one of the mercenaries. Looks like he is picking over two of the dead pirates.
So they're our group, right?
Yes. And from what you can see in there, looks like it is probably at least one of the station's reactors.
All right, then instead of taking action, they'll double move and go down and see what's happening in that room that had that that droid, Vulture droid in it. So he'll move down to the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Erdak. I see you're about to get busy.
Yes.
Leave
Okay,
it-
so that's where those stairs.
Happy hunting.
Thank you.
All right. So what's going on in here?
All right. Inside here, you can see that there are about a half dozen of the dead mercenaries. One of the pirates is laying on the ground over near that box. The rest of these are actually over here behind this set of shelving.
Okay. Well, that is the end of my turn.
All right.
Does this thing look like it's still powered off?
No. Its little vulture droid head turns towards you as you enter the room, actually.
Nice. It's only silhouette 3 though, right?
Correct.
So it's 2 difficulty for each of them to shoot at each other.
Are you still 3 or still 2?
I'm a 2. The powerlifter's a 2, that's why I only takes up 4 squares.
Alright.
Okay, that's so is there another PC after mine?
That'd be me. So do I need to look around still, or would I need to, I guess, to see what we're looking for with the guy? You say he should reach the area by now.
So this area doesn't have like individual air vents going into each cell for obvious security reasons. So this looks like kind of the end of this air vent is just a single, or this air duct is a single vent, looking down into kind of a hallway. You can see what looks like probably the edges of cell doors, but you just don't have a good angle to actually see inside them. You do hear kind of like some slightly muffled growling from one of them, and you can hear the very very muffled sounds of maybe, and you can see a couple of the pirates as they're moving past and visibly talking to each other. Seems like their helmets have maybe integrated comlinks or something like that.
Is it well lit?
Yes, it's well lit in there.
Okay, and then what would it be to sneak around them and stuff like that? Like to, I guess, time their movements, so we can get behind them and sneak around, look around for the person.
As crowded as it would be in there, it would be. I'd call that a 4 purple, and probably give you at least 2 setback, just due to how well lit and well patrolled that area is.
Check it real quick.
Hello? You guys there?
Yeah, sir.
Yep.
What he could do. Would it be possible to take out the lights?
They're already out.
Not for this area. It's even actually in the upstairs area where our new Bothan is. That area still has most of the lights on. It's mainly just that actual hangar area lights that seem to be down.
Would it be possible to shoot them out, or is there just a bunch of them, or just some kind of system to not get to it?
You don't really have a good angle to get to the lights because they're in the ceiling where this air vent is. But you do see that there are the power lines there that are kind of visibly exposed.
Is there any kind of like maybe gas or something like that, or something like that you could release or something to cloud the vision, or maybe even like shower sprinklers or something like that, for fire and stuff like that?
Mm-hmm. Viper could try and do something like that. Yeah. I'll call that a hard mechanics check. And I don't know if Viper has actual tools for that.
I would say so could he like shoot the system or something like that to cause it to do, or are you saying he'd have to manipulate something on it?
No, he could. If he just wants to shoot it, yeah, he can blow the whole thing.
Yeah, he wants to shoot, so either be like to make the sprinkler system go off or something like that, or maybe even if there's like some kind of, I don't know about Tabana gas, but something like that, that would release like gas, something like that, to like smoke the whole area up.
So maybe a cold shot.
Yeah, cold shot, obviously.
Yeah, doing something that delicate with a blaster as your tool is probably not feasible, but in this case, I mean, you basically have the bundle of power cables there, and you could just kind of disable, presumably, power to the entire little cell block here.
See what now? You said?
So you can't do like detailed electrical work with a blaster, but you could just shoot the whole bundle of power cables and
that's what okay. And shoot that. He's got a blaster energy dampener on it, so it should make it harder to detect
okay.
fire.
Got it.
It's cold shot. And what do you say? What is it?
We'll call this. I'm going to call it 1 purple to do the shot, just because it's not actively moving or trying to resist you or anything like that.
Okay, and then I have that black from earlier, right?
Right.
Two blacks, don't I, for cold shot?
Yes.
I just roll 2 blacks separate. There you go.
Right.
No change.
All right. How many upgrades do you have on that the energy dampener? How many black dice does it add to, or what are the changes to the difficulty to hear it?
They read off what the attachment is. Increase the difficulty checks may detect weapons fired by 1. Is what it does.
So upgrade.
Add a black to checks may detect this weapon's fire.
How many black?
I guess it'd be against his stealth, and and a black.
Yeah, but they get up. They
in this case, it's just I would call that kind of a flat perception check to hear it, because like you can't really, aside from attachments like that, you can't. There's nothing that all of your stealth skill can do really to muffle the sound of a blaster going off. So both perception check against that increase in upgraded difficulty, or increase in setback difficulty, I should say. So let's see.
And can I apply the advantage to add additional black die to them since I got 3 advantage?
Yeah, I'll allow that. So you can add an extra one. And let's see. I guess I don't have it as a skill, so that'd just be a flat perception check.
Did you upgrade?
It's an increase, right? Not an upgrade.
Yeah, it's increase.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
So yeah, you shoot the power cable, and the lights below you flicker out. The little audible hum of force field suddenly goes silent, and there's a clicking noise as maybe some mechanical locks on the cells come disengaged. Down below there is someone goes, "There's someone up in the vents."
And then I would like him to get down and then make a movement for it.
Okay.
And then I guess I can't make another roll of make my stealth roll next. I guess thing.
All right. Yeah. So he'll need to. Yeah. So you kind of drop down in the middle of them.
And I want to use those two threat to give myself a boost, so that way they'll be looking that area where he was, and they're not going to like give him a boost to jump somewhere else where they won't see him.
Usually, an action. Usually, rolls require an action to do.
Yeah. So yeah, you don't have the time to do another stealth check here.
Yeah, for the next one.
All right. And I'm assuming, does Viper have scanner goggles or something like that, so that he can see in the dark?
Let me see what he has.
Was that the last of the PCs?
There's one more.
He has an enhanced optic suit. Sweet.
So it removes 2 setback.
All right. All right. Yeah. So he drops down in the middle of a group of these the pirates, who all seem to be kind of panicking.
Who hasn't gone yet?
You, I think.
I already went. I ran past your character. Remember?
Oh, did Pat go?
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, he auto fired.
Maybe
we
just were slow on.
No, maybe it was. Let me think.
Maybe we just forgot to like.
Oh, Urdoc hasn't gone this turn.
Forward.
Yeah.
No, Urdak has. He moved forward.
No, that was the previous turn.
It was? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Urdak smash.
Urdak will smash. Okay. So I'll move forward and take another 2 strain to attack. Whack.
Go to me, man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's going to be 17 damage, and 8 of it is piercing their soak.
All right. I
am very sad I didn't get any that I didn't get any advantages.
So Erdok plows through the middle of these groups, even as he's kind of hobbled by that shot that got him in the boot, and managed to chop actually 4 of them down. So there's just one, and then he managed to knock the 5th one up against the wall. Looks slightly injured.
They're
I will
bleeding out.
feast on the entrail tonight.
All right. Let's see. So he's already gone. I guess it's just that there's that remaining group up top who's going to shoot down towards. Well, let's see if they can even. You know what? There's probably some light coming through that door. I wonder how that would work for trying to be able to. I think in this case, I'm going to do. I feel like it's reasonable to do a perception check to see before they do their action.
They can always shoot. You just add the darkness setback, depending on how dark it is.
That's true. I think I'll go for that actually instead. They see that. That sounds more fair to me. So they can see the tiny bits of movement as Pat is moving, little slight flashes of light and stuff like that. So they're going to try and shoot him there. Pata has it's 2 upgrades, right?
Is it Pata? Do you? You have some force power, right?
2 upgrades.
Okay, and do you have any range defense?
No.
And 3 setback is if it's pitch black, and then you can adjust it depending on how dark it is, from 0 to 3 being completely black.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that you've done.
All right, so they actually do manage to hit him there for 12 damage minus soak. Pierce 1.
All right, so that'll be 7, I think.
Oh man, these dudes are strong.
I just thought something I should have done, but I can't do it now. I'll have to do it later.
Actually, you know what? I just remembered a note. I'm sorry. Those guys don't have. They don't have their repeating blaster anymore. They only have the. They only have their pistol.
Oh, so it only does 7 damage.
Right.
Assuming that they're medium distance away.
Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, correction. 7 damage.
Okay, so that's. Is there any pierce?
Blasters usually don't have pierce.
That's a different ball game. I think I put 6 on him, so I just have to take 5 back. All right.
All right. And then they're going to keep moving along that catwalk. Actually, they're going to. Oh, they're going to stay there. They're actually going to take an aim at you. And then next. Double check this. All right. The Vulture Droid is going to turn towards TX and the power lift.
On the right personnel.
You're dang right. Let's see. I was just looking at that.
So he's got a NPC sheet as well as a vehicle sheet. So you could shoot. I'm thinking in walker mode you could shoot one of the blasters, but I'm not. I guess you could do the concussion. There's not a reason why you can't. But I put the personal skill weapon on the walker mode.
Yeah, detecting a vehicle, it's going to go for the concussion missile.
So it has either a forward-mounted twin concussion missile launcher or the forward-mounted twin Discord missile launcher. So it has one or the other.
Yeah, this one has the concussion missiles.
All right, this might hurt.
Let's see. I believe it's going to be 2 purple.
Yeah, it's 2 purple and 4 setback. It's got shields 4 in the front. I need to remember to add some missile sound effects to this.
All right. And it's gonna go ahead and fire that.
Pew pew.
All right. So what's it do? 7 damage?
Yep, 7 on breach 4.
Breach 4. So let's see. Okay. You got me. All right. Let's see. I want to give it a setback.
All right.
All right.
And now for the dudes pinned up against the wall.
Actually, instead of the setback, can I go ahead and make it lose strain? I'll have it.
Does that apply to?
I don't know. Just give it 2 setback. I'm just using the combat one. I have to look.
Yeah. We can double check. Yeah, if you want to double check, see if that still applies to ship combat or vehicle combat or not. And we can move to top of the round.
Well, you forgot the dudes that were pinned up against the wall.
Oh yeah. One threat. The character's active ship or vehicle suffers 1 system strain. So I wanted to take 2 system strain.
2 system strain. Got it. The guy up there next to you, Doc, he threw the grenade at you last round.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right. So top of the round.
Do you want to do anything, Bothan? Lots of explosions.
You're close enough that you can probably hear the very loud sounds of Urdok right down the stairs there beating out the bad guys.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to run closer to the thing, but hold on a second because it kicked me out for some reason.
I think they might be a bit too far away to hear that.
No, the stairs is right there. That's the stairs where you are, Urdak. You're just down those stairs.
Oh, those are the stairs.
Yeah,
Oh.
this bottom part's the 2nd level.
Yeah, Bob might heard the concussion missile because it's probably right below them. Right. She's right below them.
Everyone heard the concussion missile. It echoes throughout the chamber.
What's that?
No need to worry. Very superficial damage taken.
So yeah, I will. I can't see the map right now, but I will go ahead and run and then double if I need to in order to make it up to the top of the stairs.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I have moved you there, so you can now kind of see down there. You can see down the stairs where Urdok has this one last guy backed up against the wall.
And lots of blood.
Allie, what map do you see? You don't see anything?
Well, I got
booted,
kicked out of Roll20 for some reason, and I just logged back in, and now some kind of big map where I see a power lifter and a couple of dead guys and Urdak. Okay, I see where I'm at now.
Yeah, the bottom half of this map is the upper level of the hangars.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now then.
Okay. Next PC.
I think Erdak can take this one. I guess you'll just kill the dude.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Pop his head.
Pop. Pop. Making sure I got all of that. Yeah. Yeah, they might be a bit dead. Just
Barely. Barely. All right.
And yeah, since I only have like one action, one maneuver, then yeah, that's what I do.
All right.
You start consuming its blood to heal yourself. For bloody reasons.
Oh man, I wish that was a thing.
All right. Next PC. TX, Engiver, and Pata.
Am I still getting shot at by those guys, or are those the guys that Erdak just killed?
No, those guys are still shooting at you.
They're up in the air.
But I think it's
So I'll have HK take a shot at them.
I make it a suggestion. I was thinking possibly if I could put the floodlights on those guys, maybe it might blind them a little bit or something like that. Make it easier for y'all to shoot them.
Statement. I will endeavor to do so, Master.
If you want to, go ahead. I think we have a couple PC turns between now and the next NPC.
It's all three of you guys going before the PCs go.
Yeah, I was saying I could do that and then have my character roll.
All right.
That way you can use, I guess, the advantage from, I guess, a computer's check to turn the floodlights on for you.
Sounds good. Go do it.
What would it be for a computer's check to turn the floodlights on to blind those guys?
I would call that easy. All right, yeah. So you managed to kind of turn on some of the floodlights on the outside of the ship and kind of flash them a couple times up there.
So you can have 2 boosts for that, and then I guess it doesn't count as shooting in the dark anymore because now you can see them.
You just leave them on, pointed up there. I would count that.
Yeah.
Are you doing the auto fire again?
And then what is the roll for my droid now?
It's going to be a 4 purple stealth check with, we'll call it 2 setback and 2 boost, because you're in the middle of a bunch of guys, but it's also really dark in there.
All right, perfect. Have Yengaru speak binary to him, tell him what to do.
Or actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I was just I'm getting a little mixed up there. That's going to actually be an opposed check. So the actual difficulty is actually going to be 3 purple, and then the 2 boost and 2 setback.
All right, an attachment against him, Master of Shadows. So he takes 2. I think it's take 2 strain. Let me double check. I think it's a strain or 2 strain to reduce the difficulty of a stealth by 1.
Okay.
You can do it.
Yeah, it says once per round, may suffer 2 strain to decrease skill to go next stealth or skill to be checked by 1 to a minimum of easy.
Okay.
go stealth.
I clicked on it. There it is. Okay, so he just like sneaks past them.
Yeah, so it says,
The advantage to, I guess, while sneak past them, like kick something to the side so they go off a whole different direction. So he has more time to look around, and hopefully they're going somewhere else and looking for the guy that they think went down a whole nother hallway or something like that.
Okay. So where you drop down, and you know what? Since we've basically pretty well simplified most of this most of the combat that's going on here at the hangar map, I'm going to go ahead and move us to the map where Viper's at. All right.
Where's Viper supposed to go?
Can we plot Viper right there?
Once I find his character sheet.
All right, and the vent actually is going to drop him out here in this hallway. So I guess he is starting to move though, and this door next to him is open that goes into the detention block proper.
Do I hear a lot of commotion from the people like trying to like let's make a break for it and stuff like that? Because if so, he'd head that direction.
Oh yeah.
Which would that be? I guess he hears
through that doorway.
Do you mean off screen or you mean down the detention?
No, down into the detention block.
Okay, that's why he's going to go head down there then.
All right. So as he walks in there, as I mentioned, the cell doors have come unlocked, and inside that first cell, you see a pair of what look like very dirty, grungy Wookiees. Both of them, however, look like they have what look like large metal claws, probably cybernetic in nature, grafted to their arms.
Okay.
And they look very displeased.
All right. Next cell.
There is a third Wookiee.
I have left.
That's about it. So you're coming up on the edge of that doorway there, and you can hear some heavy breathing from inside that room.
Okay.
And in a slight difference on the map there, that cell that you're approaching there is actually kind of has a little bit of a double door thing set up to it. So there's a door actually there immediately adjacent to you as well that it opens kind of outward towards you. We'll go a little further on that next round. Back on the other map.
TX-98 will make some work of this Vulture class droid. All right, so he's gonna TX98 is going to tell him to fire in specifics. Tell him where to fire to get do the best amount of damage. For the speaks binary, he will spend his maneuver to aim, and then he will shoot. Does it have any shields?
It does not have shields.
No shields. Okay. So that does 10 damage, and I'm going to crit it. So it's plus 30 to the modifier.
All right.
And then I'll pass a... who hasn't gone yet? So I'll pass a boost to whoever's going to shoot a bad guy next time, and I'll be like, I just made work. Oh, cool, nice. The Vulture class droid has been eliminated as a threat. Where is everyone else at on the mission? As he's saying through the comms.
Pieces are left.
So me destroying that could be a boost to the next player that's going to shoot at someone. Kind of a rally cry.
Which I think is that's going to be the final PC. So up there on... Oh wait,
Yeah, I was waiting for everyone to do their boosting stuff. I think it's me.
Okay, you get a boost then for you or HK from me, being as enthusiastic as a droid can be about taking out a Vulture class starfighter.
Get 2 boosts from Engaga shedding the floodlights on them.
All right, so he's going to take his auto fire shot at this group of dudes that keep shooting at Pada. And that'll be lots of stuff happening. Alright, is there a special... I'm gonna have to find that.
That's a lot of auto fire.
That is a lot of auto fire.
He may have actually murdered them all.
Why did you upgrade? Did you upgrade that and increase it?
Might have still had the upgrade on from the officer.
Yeah. Upgrade. And were you auto firing?
Yes.
Okay, so you can just you can drop the red die from there, so get another success.
So 13 damage, auto fire. Are there other targets that he can see that he could engage with auto fire?
No, so you can just... I'm pretty sure with auto fire you can hit the same target again, can't you?
Yeah, you can. You target the hardest one within range, and then you can target anyone within range because that's why you.
And this is a minion group.
Yes.
So he'll have to crit. Then he'll auto fire it. So that'll be 12.
If you only have to do one of those. If you auto fire or crit, you'll finish them off.
Okay, yeah. So he just kind of takes a bunch of shots and takes the rest of those guys out. And then Ada's going to head around here. Do the stairs look clear now?
Yes.
So he's going to head up the stairs a little bit.
I'm picturing HK's little thing here is like that kind of slow motion with some soft orchestral music playing as he's sitting there just goo 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 goo.
Can I say that he's been slowly walking forward because he hasn't been using his moves the last couple rounds?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm gonna have him here.
Can you see how many shots he can get into the guy before he drops?
Oh, absolutely.
A new record.
Like stomping on him as he walks past. All right. So that pretty much wraps up combat in here.
So with combat ending there, then guy would let them know that there is the one scientist waiting in the shaft for someone to go get him if someone wants to go retrieve him.
I have come across a Bothan that was a prisoner. Do not shoot the Bothan. It is shooting the pirates with us.
All right, and as for your new Bothan friend, if you had to guess any equipment that he had, would probably either be stored here in the auxiliary hangar bay where the Vulture droid was, or perhaps upstairs in one of those offices above the hangar, maybe, if one of those was like a security office.
Okay, well, if anybody will tell me that, then I will head that direction to find said gear.
Based on my analysis of this building or structure, I would assume that possibly the gear might be stored up there or down there where the droid was, would be the most logical place to put it if anyone wanted to let that Botham guy know.
TX or someone else would probably have to give him a hand in getting up into the office down there, since the stairs are out of order.
Oh, no problem. As soon as we get a chance, I will have Wasp retrieve it. Wasp has a jetpack, basically.
Okay.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you.
There is one remaining officer in there, but we will kind of narratively assume that Wasp probably manages to take out a single lone guy.
Or accept their surrender. With the fingers crossed behind its back.
Right. So yeah, that does look like a little bit of a security office up there. There is what looks like kind of a obvious pile of gear laid out on one of the tables.
With Bothan fur.
It smells like Bothan, yeah. The only other thing really of note in there, other than obviously like you have some computers in there, so maybe a chance to gain computer access to the station. Specifically, there is also a large table in there that includes a holographic representation of the station, and looks like some internal sensors on there depicting the movement of internal security forces of the pirates and the mercenaries that are assisting you.
Can that be used to identify where our targets are that need to be rescued?
Potentially, yeah. And mechanically, what that is that's a tactical command, control, and communication suite for the station. So if somebody was using that, they could maybe influence the ongoing battle by assisting the mercenaries throughout the station.
Anyone good with leadership?
I can jump in a pinch, I guess. I can get my presence to 4, but I don't have a lot of ranks in it.
And you guys don't have to utilize it. It depends on, I guess, if how much you're invested in these mercenaries. It also grants it is upgraded and grants the situational awareness talent. So that gives you a little benefit there. So even if you have just somebody sitting there kind of observing and using it that way.
So TX has 1 rank in leadership and 2 in presence.
Does it have to give us access to the lower deck too, where Viper is, or no?
There is computer access in that room there. Yeah.
Well,
So
I
that
like
could-
to get the two to get a better viewpoint than what I'm looking through right now with Viper.
Yeah, and Pato would probably hang out at the command center because he's got 4 presence and 1 leadership. And he could direct HK from there.
Yeah, if we have time, then they'll get the clothes that look like they belong to the Bothan, the gear and stuff.
And just for you guys' awareness, that the bonus on that is going to grant all of you 2 boost die to your perception and vigilance checks, as well as removing a setback die on all of those.
Nice.
So for surprise, we get a boost on initiative. Cool.
Well, I will say it feels awfully good to have all of my gear back. Don't feel quite so naked.
It was fun taking out them pirates.
All right. And otherwise, for you guys trying to get deeper in the station, to catch up with the Viper, there is a turbo lift there that'll take you kind of towards the station's core where he's at.
Anyone want a lift? I do have a power lifter. Ha 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 ha.
The power lifter is probably going to be too big to fit up that. It's a
Yeah, it's still 2.
personal style.
But that's okay, because I can make the hole bigger once all the organics have gone through.
How are you going to get back up?
Pew, 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 pew.
How you get back up if you make it too big?
I can climb. I know. I guess TX can stay behind in the power lifter and provide backup, and then have Wasp go in without it. But he can at least get everyone up there in one round, since since vehicle short scale is extreme personal scale.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move us to the other map here.
Can you hold shift and click where we're at?
Yeah, so you guys, that turbolift will actually let you guys out just a tiny bit off screen in that bottom right corner. So it'll be, we'll say it'll be at the end of this round. You guys will be able to enter there.
And I'll tell you, all those lights are off. Kind of had Viper shoot the lights to make it easier to get through. And there's probably a bunch of escaped prisoners running around. Careful.
Most of the area actually still has power. It's mainly just kind of this detention block and security area that has loss of power.
Don't forget what you just heard me say.
That said, I do need to add some things to the initiative here real quick.
Okay. Now the Wookiees, were they just sitting and chilling in there, or were they just getting ready to get out of there?
They were getting ready to get out.
Let them cause a distraction then.
All right, is my token where it needs to be?
Yeah, that looks good.
My droids sound alike. So, Bothan, are you pretty good at shooting these, what our HK friend calls meat bags?
Well, I can't actually shoot them, but I can run up and attack them.
I think that is acceptable.
All right. So as Viper is approaching the door there, it opens before he can get there.
Okay.
Actually, the one behind him is going to open first. And these two doors, saying that these doors open is maybe a bit inaccurate. The doors kind of peel back a little bit as two huge clawed hands kind of grip each side and force them open. Was Viper with the party on Dantooine?
Yes. I think
Right, yeah, he was. Okay. This is not a Rancor, but it looks kind of like a Rancor. It's a bit smaller, but has large spikes poking out of its head and body, large tusks.
Now, I'm not saying this is a Rancor, but it's totally a Rancor.
And there is a matching growl as the one in front of him also opens up, and a similar one pokes its head out.
Then it will back up and realize this is not where it needs to be.
And the rest of you, as you are riding the turbo lift up, it's kind of like that Mass Effect elevator moment where it's just elevator music is playing, and then the intercom comes on. Emergency containment breach in detention level. Emergency containment breach in detention level.
Ooh.
Do you need some growling noises?
Yeah. Let's see. Very good, very good. So one of them.
Are we like all able to get in before this all happens, or no?
What's that?
Are we all able to get like on the map? Like our characters are able to get to where this is before this all happens?
You be on the other end over here.
Yeah, you guys will pop up there at the end of this round.
So you can drag your tokens on. Cool.
Yeah.
So this round you are on the turbo lift. All right, so they're going to stomp out. What I want to do here is I think the way I will have this roll is actually a perception versus coordination roll by them as they are stomping out past, because they don't see Viper, obviously, but it's a very cramped area, and so he's going to have to do some matrix parkour to avoid getting bumped, which will then get him noticed. So what is his what's his coordination?
Coordination, is that brawn or what?
Coordination will be agility based.
Agility.
How much?
He's got a 5 in agility.
Got it. All right, I'm gonna add some setback because they can't see you.
He gets two boosts to that, to his coordination.
Pat, are you sending HK down with us?
Yeah, HK's going on the front lines, and I'm staying by the command thing.
Cool. You can put him on the sheet then.
All right.
Let's see, HK.
We're over by the other two droids on the far right bottom. I give Wasp 3 emergency repair kits as he goes down there.
All right. So as that's happening, one of them is going to kind of stomp past Viper, who just like presses himself up against the wall, and it's going to kind of pretty immediately charge out here, and going to try and tear its way through these two security guards by the door.
For that threat, I'd like it to move into the cage one way, so that way it doesn't get in the wet view of the other one.
You want it to move where?
So for that threat, because like it should like at least 2 or 3 to get a free movement. I want him to be able to like when he's dodging out of the way of them, like just to dodge to the side. That way he's like don't know how to worry about even being close to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So you kind of duck, do a little combat roll under him. Yeah, that makes perfect. Okay. All right.
How high is the ceiling?
All right. So yeah, it just kind of goes out there and crushes both of those guards.
How high up is the ceiling?
Much lower here. These ceilings are probably about 15 feet high.
Okay.
And I'll relate to y'all what Viper just saw and ducked away from.
This one's like sticking its head through this doorway and snarling and trying to reach at a couple of these. PC slot. I guess one of these will be Viper, and then the rest of you, if you have anything you're wanting to do on your turn.
So TX is monitoring on the sensors, and I guess TX can go. He will have Viper. I mean, not Viper. It's Wasp. He'll instruct Wasp to use his jetpack to get the higher ground, and then aim for anything that might come at the party. So that's what he'll do.
Okay. There's not really a higher ground in here. These aren't like these are internal tunnels and rooms and stuff like that. So there's no roof to get up.
Basically, he'll be out of the range of melee by using his jetpack.
Oh, okay. So he's just hovering up in the corner. Okay.
Yeah. And so it's a coordination based on speed. So I guess it'll be speed 1. Oh, yeah, I'm on Planetary. I could actually zoom through the whole building now. I like this. Okay, so 1 difficulty for coordination.
Okay.
And speaks binary because this is TX98's telling him what to do. So that's 7. I don't think I actually have coordination skill, so it's just just 7.
All right. So that's what he'll be doing once the turbolift arrives at the top.
All right.
Nice.
So I'll put a little wing icon on him with 3 because that'll mean he's like 3 5-foot squares up in the air.
All right. Next PC. So this is either Viper or those of you who are in the little command center, and then there's the handful of you that are in the elevator still.
How much space is between him and this guy to slip through him, either back and go behind him or go through that door that he's trying to reach through?
I would call that a 3 purple coordination to try and slip through.
The one he's at, the door he's at, or what?
Either duck past him, because there's a little bit of room in that doorway as he's trying to reach through there, but then because he's kind of leaned over that way, you could also be easier to slip behind him.
Go behind because his seems to be focused forward. I mean, it might be easier to go through behind him. And probably, I guess, have to go through the main hatch then, because that's more space, I guess, and he's probably tearing up people outside. Did you say 3 purple?
Yeah. Almost. Yeah.
No.
So you managed to slip behind him there real quick.
I think he's going to wait back behind, I guess, because he's not going to try to go through the other guy. Unless the other guy, because the guy's still right there in the clearing, right? Hasn't moved yet.
Right.
Okay, so he'll just back up towards one of the cells they were in originally. Maybe you can find some evidence about them or find something about them.
All right.
I guess while you're in here, between this cell and the other cell, maybe find something useful about these things to learn about them or know something about it. Maybe Engiver can use to make an xenology or something like that with.
Yeah, so let's see. Advantage on a coordination check. You can get another free maneuver. Or yeah, I would say I guess you can save some boosts for the like you're able to do it, quickly and quietly enough that you give yourself some space and breathing room that you can sit there and investigate the cell a little bit.
Yeah, because I want to pass some boost to him, having Engiver doing xenology next.
Okay. And it wouldn't be xenology. It would be more. This will be a lore. This will be a lore roll, actually.
A lore. Okay.
This will be a pretty hard one too. This will be a 5 purple lore.
Okay. How many boosts can I get from? Did I just pass all the boosts to that?
You can get 4.
4 boosts in the next dice, so 5 boosts.
Yeah, I guess that is what we've been doing with that. So yeah, 5 boosts.
And so hard. I mean, what is it? Formidable, daunting.
5 is daunting, I think. Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's actually, and Guyver was not on Dantooine, was he?
He was.
Oh, right. No. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting mixed up. Yeah. So Guyver was there. He actually recalls some notes there, and this is what jogs his memory. He remembers some references to creatures that match this description in some of those archives, actually, that you guys recovered. And it's a creature called a Tarentatech. And they're very, as aside from the obvious visual similarity, they're often compared to Rancors, although even though they're smaller, they're typically considered slightly more dangerous and definitely more ferocious. And from the information you guys got from those archives, he'd also remember that some of the speculation there in the archives was that these were maybe like some kind of ancient genetically engineered living weapon rather than a naturally evolved creature.
Cool. All right, I'll share that with the next round, I guess, because that's probably what he's doing, is figuring this out. Next PC. Or NPC.
Yep.
Is it Bothan coming down?
Yes, I am on my way down. I'm still running, trying to catch up.
Okay. Because we're kind of because of the way just narrative time and stuff works with this. If you wanted to join the rest on the turbolift, you can. You can say you hurried to get there while they were dealing with other stuff.
Okay, well that'll make sense. I'll go ahead and do that then.
All right. So at this point, these Wookiees are... I'm actually just going to have all the Wookiees go on the same turn. They are also not leaving their cells, due to the big critters out there. So they're kind of sitting there watching. Did any of the other PCs... let's see. I guess Urdok, did you have anything? So we have Urdok on the elevator that hasn't gone. Kentuck, and then Pata and having a brain fart. Yes, TX. Sorry.
Is this a new round? Because TX.
No.
Okay, because Wasp is flying.
So at the end of this round, they would be there. So it's, I guess, whatever the NPCs got to do. If they're doing no killing and fighting, and then it'll be back to PCs.
I guess Pata will do his medicine check to get his boost to presence.
Okay.
That'll be 4 purple.
Heal Urdak's crit.
Me and Urdak are in different locations, but if we wanted to do that at some point, I guess if it's... Oops.
What is Urdak wanting to do?
I say
Pata's not on the turbolift. He's in that office, in the security office downstairs, monitoring y'all in that security system.
Okay. Does this still apply to him, or is this a different encounter?
He's still here effectively, and he's because also HK is there.
The hamstring crit that he got. Does it still apply to this encounter, or is this a new encounter?
I haven't healed it, so I believe it would.
Yeah, I would say this still applies. Well, you know what? Okay, I would say you still have the crit. As far as number of crits, but the effect of the crit of you losing that maneuver maybe would have kind of slightly recovered from by now.
Yeah, that's what I was curious about, if he's recovered from it. Okay, so you're not affected by that crit anymore than the fact you still have the crit. All
right, so that's what you guys are doing. Pat, are you having HK do anything?
I don't... He can't, patch himself up or anything without a toolkit, right?
Yes, you can. It's set back.
Okay, yeah, so I'll have him try and patch up some of that damage he took.
Okay.
So let's see, HK. So mechanics. How much setback?
How damaged is he? What percentage?
Less than half. I'd say like a third.
A
little bit less than a third.
I believe that's 2 purple.
So 2 purple and a setback for no tools. He's gonna try and do some quick combat repairs with his mechanics.
I'm sorry, that's actually only going to be 1 purple.
Does it increase if you're doing it to yourself? Or is that just...
Yeah, difficulty is increased.
Alright, so I'll increase it to 2 purple and roll mechanics. So is that 2 wounds recovered?
Yep, 2 wounds and 1 strain.
Alright, and I guess Pata will do his medicine check to boost his presence, which he was successful at, and he has to take 1 strain for that.
As a note, I don't want to stop and flip through the books or anything for it, but I think the increased difficulty for operating on yourself only applies to critical injuries. Not 100% sure on that, though, so we can double check later after the session. So he's boosted his presence.
Yeah, so his presence is at 4 right now.
Nice.
Yeah, it does say a character may attempt to heal his own normal wounds or recover from his own critical injuries with medicine, but it increases the difficulty of the medicine check by 2.
Oh, by 2, so he increased by another. He just rolled another purple.
All right, we'll note that for next time.
Yeah, we'll just note for next time.
All right, so that's it for him. And let's see. Security team is going to plink a few shots at the arm that's poking through there.
Who's shooting at who?
One of the security team there is going to be shooting at the turret tech that's trying to reach through at them.
Oh, am I taking a strain for that? Or am I using it for something?
Yeah, take a strain. You're racking your brain trying to remember that thing, and it's a little
Why
bit.
would this be here? This makes no sense. What? Oh.
Exactly.
They shoot at the big creatures?
Yes.
It looks like... No, I can't see them.
Yep.
I hear fire. I hear some blaster fire.
Yeah, you guys can definitely hear blaster fire from up there, as well as a muffled roar. All right. And now we are back at the top of the round.
So now we're all here, right?
Yes, at this point the elevator doors ding. You guys probably hear that roaring and blaster fire that I mentioned. Ooh, all right. And Viper, from where he's at, is probably still able to kind of see out there past the peeled doors.
Oh yeah, he's sitting there like poking his head out, keeping an eye on everything that's going on. Look for his chance to get out of there.
Okay, is it NPC slots?
Yeah, these are the 2 NPC.
Will the explosions destroy this level?
All right. So one of them is sitting there. It is kind of, this one up here is chomping on one of those guards out there. He's gonna like tears it in half. This one, however, is going to like suddenly pause and pull back to the doorway, sniffs the air, and then lets out a roar and takes off running this way.
Oh, that's a lot of movement.
It's a lot of movement.
You see how big that thing is?
It is double moving.
Oh, okay.
And the other one is perks up as the other one runs past, roaring, and is going to follow.
That's my cue to leave.
All right. And that is a PC turn.
Smell the challenger approaching.
So we hear lots of heavy movement coming our way.
So Angary's going to come over the comms. Guys, be careful. Those are Terran tracks there. I'm having Viper double his movement to try to find the doctor and get out of there. Be careful.
What's a terror track?
You don't want to know.
It sounds very large and dangerous and coming our way.
From my understanding, they really are. They're attracted to Force users, from what I recall.
All right. So who wants to go with this information? It's a PC slot.
Sorry, as a side note, I actually need to rewind. I forgot to do this before they went. I need Pata to go ahead and make me the mass combat check for this round. It is going to be 2 green versus 3 purple. Although those 2 green will be upgraded from your leadership skill, and also an additional time due to the use of the table.
Two green versus 3 purple, upgraded twice.
Yes.
I clicked downgrade.
Or what? And then the difficulty is going to be actually it's going to be 3 red.
Am I using my presence or what? Where's the 2 green coming from?
The 2 green comes from the base dice comes from the strength of the acting forces. So in this case, looking at the table, you can tell that the mercenaries that are assisting you are reasonably outnumbered.
Should I use a light side point to upgrade this one more time, guys?
I think you can use 1 light side per round. Have you? Or yeah, per turn. Did you use 1 already this turn?
No.
I think we're down to 1 light side left.
Yeah, go ahead and use it. I'm fine.
Oh, I didn't. My pool must not be synced. I'm saying 3 and 4. 3 light, 4 dark.
Yeah, I see 3 and 4 too. I don't think his.
Oh yeah, we're still good. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna upgrade it one more time, and roll it.
All right. Let's see.
Good thing I upgraded it. That would have been a fail otherwise.
What we'll do is all of you are going to suffer 1 strain right now, as just during the next turn or so, there's still a bit of fighting going on. Some explosions maybe shake the station. You guys get rattled around a little bit.
Oh my.
All right. Now we can, resume the regular turn order here with our first and second PC slots.
So. So who wants to take the PC slot?
I don't know. I was imagining like one of the melee guys would probably want to go before me.
Yeah, I can go.
Go.
Okay, so since this thing is definitely coming our way, and a few of us here are a bit squishy, my character will go out in front. 30, and since you can't really hold your action, I guess it'll just stand there.
Did you want to do a? Is it athletics? You can make a skill check to go further when you're running.
I mean, I could just double move, but I don't need to.
I mean, this would let you move a little. This could let you move more than just your double move. Like, I'm trying to think. I think it might be an athletics check. And then I believe the successes we said would be like an extra 5 foot of movement.
What's the difficulty though?
What do you want the difficulty for him to like try to run, to do basically a run action?
Didn't we have a set difficulty for that?
For what?
I thought we were talking about doing that on Dantooine. We're like
Yeah, when running, based on how the difficulty of terrain and whatnot. So maybe
okay.
I'm thinking since this is no jungle, maybe a 1 purple, and then the
Yeah.
extra successes will let him go an extra 5 feet.
Yeah, I think that is what we did. As we said each success is an extra square. We'll call this an average difficulty, so 2 purple.
2 purple? Okay.
Yeah, because it's still slick, mostly metal bulkhead floors and stuff like that. So.
Oh, that sucks.
You got the opposite effect you want.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What can I use 6 advantages on?
Give someone 3 boosts.
Someone else that tries to do the same thing.
If you have a lot of strain, you can heal it.
Oh yeah, I do have quite a bit of strain, but I don't think these guys do strain.
Yeah, but if you get some threat, it'll give you more strain.
Okay, so 1, 2. So I'll give like 2 boosts to like HK, and I'll use two the rest to heal 2 of my strain.
Might I suggest we open the doors and allow these creatures to attack the scientist?
To save the scientist.
I am not aware that we have any Jedi, so.
We're supposed to save one of the scientists. I wouldn't suggest that.
I mean, not the scientist. Might I suggest we open the doors and let it attack our enemies?
I'm thinking the same thing.
All right, so who wants to go next?
Better let these Wookiees have at him.
All right, so it's a PC slot.
All right, if no one else is going, I'll have HK run forward.
Yeah, shoot these things.
He's gonna run up to here, and then he's gonna open up with a flamethrower.
Remember, you get 2
Alright.
boosts.
Do these guys have range defense or adversary?
They have adversary 1.
That's not too bad.
Are you going to do the auto fire?
Oh, he's using his
flamethrower.
wrist-mounted flamethrower. So we can get that blast and burn. Alright, so that's that. And am I on the right weapon? Yep. Okay. So so I think I can activate blast and burn there.
No, you can't activate both.
No, I think
Unless-
it burns for 3 damage, but I think it activates at 2, right?
I believe
yeah,
so.
it activates at 2. You could just forego a critical and activate both. Yeah, you could do that.
He's not doing a critical.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna blast and burn these 2 guys. So 6 plus 4 is 10. I
So
don't think it has pierce. No, it's just 10, no pierce.
So we'll go ahead and say, in order to, well, I guess, no, go ahead, sorry. So you're activating blast and burn?
Yeah.
All right. So HK steps forward and sprays that burst of fire towards both of the charging creatures.
Does he? Which one's he applying the burn to?
It'll actually apply to both because of blast.
Oh, it does? That's pretty neat.
Or at least it would, as both of them charge through the flames. It would apply to both if it had done any damage to them.
Maybe it didn't piss him off because it didn't do any damage.
So, a tragically ineffective turn from HK.
Would you like Viper's help to help take these things out, or y'all want to keep looking?
I would suggest getting the scientists and let these things tear apart our opposition.
I mean, I could have them snipe them from behind since they took off the other way.
Maybe you can shoot one and make it look like one of our enemies shot it.
Sure thing. I'll do that next turn when I get a chance.
All right. So is it another PC slot or is it?
Yes, this is the next PC slot.
Yeah, okay. If I take
No, I'm sorry. I forgot to do one after Urdak.
Also, Pat is gonna heal himself for the damage from his blaster burns, but that shouldn't hold anything up. You guys can go ahead. That'll be
NPC though.
This is going to be the Wookiees, as they are going to step out and do their own little bit of sniffing around. What is... remind me again what Viper's stealth is?
1 sec.
I believe it's going to be 6 red.
His stealth is, I think it's, yeah, it's 1 yellow. He's got a blue. He gets one success, 3 advantage, and they're doing a perception, so they take 2 black already for the perception because he's the attachments he has.
Okay. I believe in them.
They do not smell his motor oil.
The threat, I wanted to upgrade the, I'm going to add extra boost to the, extra, setbacks to the next group, the next person tries to find it.
Okay. So they're kind of stomping through out there and growling and shuffling to each other. The sound and the smell. Luckily Viper can't smell, but these Wookiees look pretty gross as they kind of make their way out of here. They're going to be covering up a lot of the sound.
Maybe they smell the dead guard.
One of them is actually going to head to this doorway. Heard the blaster fire in there, and then he's going to dart forward and start. You probably see kind of the flash of the shadow raised claws and stuff like that as more yelling from in there happen.
Yeah, the guy who's going to come across the comm. Wookiees on the rampage. Repeat, Wookiees on the rampage.
Right. Oh, maybe I need to remove some of those red dots.
Maybe.
What were you attacking? Urdark or something?
Much better. All right.
So who's being attacked?
He sounds like he's attacking some of those security guards in there.
So, what's the ceiling made out of? Does it look like it's made out of Durasteel paneling?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The other 2 are going to dart off this way following the turret attacks. PC slot.
You guys care if I take it?
Nah.
All right. TX tells Wasp to advise him of the situation, move forward and advise. I see giant creatures coming towards HK. How about you shoot at the ceiling and try to cause a cave-in to block its path? Affirmative. All right, so I'm gonna do a cold shot and try to shoot the ceiling and do enough damage that I cause it to kind of cave in this area over here to at least make it difficult terrain, if not block the path to HK-47.
My, all those dark side points.
Hi.
That is interesting.
So,
what kind of weapon is he using for this?
very customized, very accurate energy rifle. It does disorient, stun setting, pierce 3, auto fire, accurate, cumbersome, blast 6. I could do auto fire on it. How about I do that? I'll do auto fire, called shot. That way I can do enough damage to guarantee, well, if I get the advantages to get a cave in.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what you roll.
All right, so auto fire, called shot, and he's going to take 2 strain and aim.
Okay.
All right, so that reduces it to 1 setback. All right, he's got the speaks binary. All right, I'm going to try and rescue us from getting stomped on. All right. Yes, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Auto fire, auto fire, auto fire, auto fire. So
you didn't declare the auto fire beforehand.
I
He did.
2. That's why there's 2 instead of 1 for short
Ah,
range.
okay.
You know what? I would say with that much, yeah, I would say you're able to just start spraying up into the ceiling there, blasting away, and cause a couple. You seem to hit something maybe a little bit important up in there, and there's a little bit of a flash, and a couple of the panels come loose, tumbling to the ground, or hanging low.
All right, so that area either blocks, kind of makes it really difficult there, where they probably have to squeeze through, or maybe look for a different route.
Yep.
All right, that's his turn.
All right.
Okay.
Next, we see.
Oh, nice.
Alright, so Kentek's gonna run up on the first bad guy that he sees.
Okay. So they just blocked that hallway where those 2 big critters were charging. Now, with that little distraction out of the way, you would notice up the hallway above you as you run past are a couple guards.
So he said you saw a guard up here as you were running.
Oh, okay. Well, I will warn you guys that there's a guard there, but well, actually no, never mind. I retract. And then as soon as I take off running and then I see him, I will make my way up to him instead. And I will use my ancient sword to attack him. No, actually, I'm going to use my lightsaber. My training lightsaber.
Dang, I know I forgot a sound effect. I need to add lightsaber sound effects here.
All right. So it'll be 2 purple difficulty, no setback.
Oh. Is that all you get is 1 green?
No, that's not right. Hold on a second.
Do you have the right skills set up on there?
Oh yeah, you gotta select which skill your lightsaber applies to.
Oh, I thought I did that.
On the drop down.
Oh, I know. I see what I did. I had it as lightsaber, but then I switched it to brawl somehow. So
Oh, okay.
let me reroll.
Much better.
Not that much better, but yeah, I guess.
It'll work, I suppose.
Yeah, it'll work.
All right, yeah. So the two guards that are running at you there, you managed to cut both of them down.
So arms, legs, something.
Yay!
Wow, that's a lot of threat.
That is a lot of threat. Wait, why is it still one die? One
Hey.
green.
Oh yeah, it still says 1 green.
I think there's something wrong with that.
Oh, Gal's gonna-
Let me. Yeah, I don't know why.
I'll look at it. I have to log back in as a GM though.
Here, I can peek at.
Oh, you didn't fill out your skills. You didn't fill out the skills on your character sheet.
My skills?
Yeah, on your character sheet. If you go to the skills tab, there's no it's everything's green.
No. That's what it. Okay, all right. Well, then I will do that. I can't believe I totally forgot to do that.
Just manually put in the dice and roll the dice up on top. You know, the green and the yellow and green.
Okay, give me a second because I have to pull up objects again.
All right.
Is your skill based on brawn or something else?
Now she's
All right.
okay.
So while Kintech's checking that, who's our last remaining PC here?
Erdark. Erdark hasn't gone, I believe.
I think I went at the beginning of the round, though. Didn't I?
Oh, did you? Did Angiver go?
I don't think so. I don't
I
think.
was gonna say Viper hasn't gone yet.
Okay, so you're the last remaining PC.
Okay, so then I want to have Viper come out. And do y'all want me to keep looking? You want me to take a shot at these turn attacks?
I would suggest finding our target so we can get off. We're gonna blow it up anyways.
Okay, I'll do that then. I'll have them go head out, look for it.
They seem to be indiscriminately attacking anything, so... Well, I don't know. Are they? Are they attacking you? I am assuming they're not as interested in a droid as they cannot eat me.
I don't think they've found him yet. Viper's pretty good at hiding.
He does have a rank in xenology, so he'd probably assume a wild creature would be more interested in organics, and so far all that's in their perception right now are droids.
And also, we realized they like force users, and so droids don't have force ability, so.
Alright, so what are you doing?
I think that's the most we can get to.
All right.
Okay, so he's looking for the... Did we find any of them yet, or you saw them but we never got any?
He ended up finding a bunch of Wookiees in those Terran attacks. Now he's going to look around for these last remaining Doctor.
Okay, so we got one at least. Okay. Right, let's move it along.
Yep. So lastly, the security guys up here are going to go, or down here in the detention block are going to go. I believe attacking a target that is engaged with someone else is a difficulty.
It's only if you're doing ranged versus someone that's engaged with an ally. If you're doing melee versus melee, it doesn't do anything, but it upgrades if it's a ranged mute button sneezer.
Sorry.
Right. That is how many are left in this group? No pass a boost to the officer.
So he's shooting at one of the Wookiees.
Yes, we're shooting at the Wookiees.
I think he might have failed.
Just a little bit.
Yep. All right. The officer is going to manage to hit him though. All right, top of the round. Pata, let's do another mass combat check here. Let's do it with 2 boost and a setback.
Do we get any boost for maybe making us not quite as easy as a target with those big old creatures?
In that case, that is what one of the boosts is basically for the sudden distraction of forces by having the entire detention block empty.
Oh, cool.
So it's 2 green versus 2 red with 2 boosts and a setback.
No, it's 2 green versus the roll will be otherwise identical to what you had last turn. So it was the base was 2 green and 3 red, and then whatever your leadership upgrades plus the 1 upgrade from the table, and then 2 boosts and a setback.
Yeah.
All those reds, that's horrible. Dang it.
All right. So looks like the troops that you're trying to kind of influence are kind of slowly getting pushed back towards the hangar and the core and some of the because there are other areas of the station that you guys aren't really concerned about for your mission, and that's kind of the point of having these mercenaries with you, is that they were here to distract the pirates. And looks like they are starting to get pushed back. That said, for the triumph,
So I got an idea to help us out.
let's actually say, here's a fun one. A notable NPC within the acting force performs a particular feat of heroism. Say one of the mercenaries working with you by the name of Sam Snorkel. He comes over the radio and it's kind of garbled, but you hear something about for the Republic, and then there's a huge explosion on one of the lower levels.
What a waste.
Ooh, does that sound like it's a big enough? Never mind. I'll go look for something. These creatures are pretty big, so I'm pretty sure there's a lift that's big enough that transported them down here.
Been here the whole time that the place is built around them.
Not very likely.
Right. So the top of the round now. Both of these are going to start trying to make their way around the rubble pile here.
Uh-oh.
All right. That is, however, as far as they are able to get.
Maybe HK should get out of danger.
Maybe.
PC slot.
I suggest HK take it and get out of danger.
Then Wasp will be left.
How tall are these creatures?
They're pretty big still, even though they're smaller than Rancors. They're probably between. They're squeezing through most of these hallways.
Still 2 probably.
Oh yeah, sorry. Mechanical side, yes, still 2.
So same size as your power lifter.
I'm thinking about going to get the power lifter. All right, so you got more damage done. Is that what that updated roll was for?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, cool. So our Bothan friend did 10 damage with breach. Wait, does it have a crystal or not? I was just stunned. So 10 stun damage.
All right. So yeah, he manages to kill both of those guards there.
Or knock them unconscious. But that was from the previous round.
Oh, it's true. It's stun damage. All right. Yeah. So with this current round, who's going?
Do you want to get out of harm's way, HK?
Yeah, he can. I guess he'll blast him again and then move back.
I suggest a strategic retreat.
So he'll do another flamethrower blast on him. And those are... They're close. Adversary 1. There you are.
Urdak is force sensitive, right?
Nope.
Not this one.
If he was force sensitive, he'd be way too powerful.
Oh, he didn't roll against anything. Why did that happen? Oh no, there's a red die. All right, so he's going to probably not get through their soak.
Right.
He'll heal some strain because he has 3 strain on him.
Can you move for free?
What do you need for that? 3?
I think so.
Thing is, 2.
Then you have to take strain to move.
Backwards, so he's doing it.
So he'll take the free maneuver from the advantage, and then also maneuver normally to get back here.
Was tells Urdak, move. I will collapse the wall over here too. Strategically retreat.
Something tells me they could probably just blow through that rebel pile anyways.
They could, or go for something easier. So is it a lift that we went on? Is this a lift, or was that a hole?
It's slightly off screen from you guys there.
But is it a lift, or is it a like you open it up and there's a ladder going down and it's a big hole? Which is it?
No, it's a turbo lift.
Okay. So those creatures are too big to fit on the turbo lift, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. So is it a PC slot? What are we doing?
It does seem to be a PC slot.
Okay. If no one else going, I'll go.
All right, go do it. Go find our target.
Could I use the shift computers to, well, not the shift computers, the computers for this thing to try to figure out where this guy's going to be, so Viper's not running around blind, pretty much, trying to figure out where it can be. Just guess.
Yeah.
Can I have Pata do a quick leadership check to like add boosts to his next mass combat check? Kind of like a rallying speech for the guys that are getting pushed back.
I don't think so. I think that'd be a little bit redundant. That's kind of part of what goes into either that's part of what goes into the actual your leadership influence in the mass combat check, or like maybe specific talents and stuff like that would let you do similar things, or like stuff like the commander signature abilities and stuff like that.
Okay.
If you've got something, you could probably. I don't know if you have any leadership talents or stuff like that, but you might be able to pass stuff to the party individually, though.
Yeah, I'll try something just to get like a little bit of boost down to them. So I'll kind of let them know what's going on in the sacrifice of Sam Smorkel to see if I can get like light a fire under the PCs. So what is the difficulty of that?
We will call that. We'll call that average, just 2 purple.
Right. All right. So I guess I get one advantage. That's
All right.
Only difficulty.
Oops, I forgot to. You said 2 purple?
Yes, sir.
All right. So 1 success, no advantage.
All right. I'll let you. I'll let you pass a boost to a player with that, to one of them down there.
All right, so I'll pass a boost to Wasp.
All right.
Describing in detail the explosion that Sam Smorkel created to kind of inspire him in the collapsing of tunnels.
He may have been a meatbag, but he was a good meatbag.
Yep. And from Pata's description of that, the location of the explosions, sounds like it might have even maybe blown a hole through to this floor or something like that.
Big enough for a power lifter to get through.
Maybe big enough for a power lifter to get through.
Okay. I will be back. Which direction is that?
Where the hole is on this current map?
Mm-hmm. Because he's got the jetpack, he can move extreme range, outspeed 1. So he could fly through the hole faster than waiting for the turbo lift.
Yeah. We'll say it's up this direction.
Okay, then you can just give me a coordination check to fly through the big guys.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Could
six.
you just fly through the hole that you just made when all this gravel came down?
Yeah, whatever. You can add setback for difficult terrain or whatever. But that's what I plan on doing on my turn. But I don't know if it's a PC slot yet.
Yeah, that's NPC.
Yeah, because that was just Pat. But yeah, you can do that, something like that on your turn.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Wookiee fun time.
Yep, Wookiee fun time indeed.
Wookiee fun time.
I'll go get the loader ready. I wonder if the Wookiees are going on a hunting party.
Yeah, seems like they're kind of running around through here. They look pretty crazy. PC slot.
All right, I'm going to do that. All right, I'm going to do that. So what do I need to roll? Coordination?
All right. This is going to be if you're trying to just cut through the rubble, that'll be just a 3 purple.
It's usually the speed is the difficulty, and then a setback for avoiding obstacles. But I'll go with
How fast are you going?
Speed 1 is as fast as it goes.
You also have some dark side points.
Yeah, I think in this case I'll stand by what I said.
So 3
Call
purple?
it three purple. Yeah, just because
All right.
this is a difficult thing for you to be trying to. Speed 1 is still really quick for personal scale like this.
Yeah, it's close is extreme. Close planetary is extreme personal. So,
Yeah.
all right. So he does that for his move. So he gets a setback for handling, and then he gets 3 difficulty. Got a boost pass from him, and he's got the 2 for speaks binary.
Is this coordination or is this piloting planetary?
It's coordination. Unfortunately, if it was if it was piloting planetary, it'd be a lot. I'd get better dice. All right. So I want to use 3 advantages to give me another maneuver. So once I'm up through the hole, use that other maneuver to get to the power lifter.
Okay.
And then can TX-98. No, he can't drive worth crap. He'll just open the hatch and make it so that he can and bring him into. He'll use his turn to open the hatch and get it ready so he can just drop in and move. So.
Got it.
That's his turn.
All right. Next PC.
One thing I gotta do a confused check to find out where this guy is being held.
Okay. Let's see. Trying to remember slicing rules here.
It's basically how difficulty. So 4 is like an imperial computer or military grade computer. 5 is ancient temple, and so anything under that you have GM discretion. And then if there's an active slicer on it, it's an opposed check. If you can also add defensive slicing if they have it, and so.
Oh, that's where I have these notes for that. Okay. So yeah, for trying to get access to this, it is going to be 4 red and 6 black. No, sorry. Make that 4 red and 4 black because you've got a dead security officer laying right there with his. It's not full access just with the credentials because you still need passwords and stuff like that, but that does help. Nice.
Nice. That is a lot of red, though.
It is. I was like, what? All right. I guess I'm taking 2 more strain.
There's other stuff for. Let's see. Where's my?
All right.
Let's
see the triumphs. What can I do with triumphs on those computer things, Jeff?
Look at what are you doing? You can use either the slicer chart or you can use the computer chart. You got 2 charts, but you got to pick one. There's no mixing and matching.
All the charts.
And there is a talent that if you were a slicer, you could actually do actions as maneuvers if you rolled a triumph.
I own the system.
Okay, just tell them what it does.
And that means, so for 1 triumph, I can that character's master computer is out enough to downgrade the difficulty of the next check character makes in this session, following the system once per triumph spent this way. So I could actually do to downgrade it by twice.
I didn't understand what you said.
So probably it says every triumph I spend, I can downgrade it by 1. So I want to downgrade it twice for any computer check I got to do in this system.
Okay, so that basically that lowers red to purple. Okay, so you can turn 2 of those red to purple.
All right. And then I guess I won't know immediately where it looks. So I guess I'll buy it for keep looking.
All right. Is there another PC slot after this?
Yes, and it's Erdak's turn now.
Yep. Erdak, you have been abandoned by the droid on the jetpack. But he did say I will be back.
So does he see anything when he walks into this office?
So, even though that they're going to be back with stuff, those things are going to move forward, and they're definitely going to either attack Erdak or HK. So my best bet is to like knock them down and then move away,
or go to a room that they're too big to fit into.
They're able to fit in all of these rooms.
Really?
Yeah.
Little 5-foot doors.
DM, do I see anything in this room? Because if not, he's going to move to the next room. Over.
Oh, he also said they won't fit in the turbo lift.
Oh, HK is also there and all that stuff.
Evan.
Evan.
Are you on mute?
He's... I don't know. So that's what I was doing the rest of the turn for Viper.
All right, we're getting close to time.
So what silhouette? These guys are like silhouette 3, right?
No, he said 2.
Two.
2? Okay.
Yeah, same size as the loader.
Oh, sorry, my mic is dead suddenly. Okay.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
It's ransacked.
How about the one across from me? Because that's where he's going next. If this one's already, if there's nothing in it.
All right, so he'll message. All right, so what are you doing, David?
Just gonna move here, which just takes regular movement. So, and I'm going to attack it. You said it has adversary 1, right? Does it have any melee defense?
It does not appear to have melee defense. It's adversary 2. It's adversary 2, not 1. So it's supposed to be 2 red. So just roll another red and ignore the purple.
Wait, what do you mean adversary 2? I thought it was adversary 1.
No, it's adversary 2.
So roll 1 red, and that purple one doesn't count.
Oh, he said keep this roll.
it?
Never mind. Okay.
Okay.
So how much damage did you do?
All of these
12.
advantages. 2 advantages? Wait, what?
No, he's saying adversary 2 from now on.
Oh, okay. So, 2. So I'll use all of these advantages to knock this one prone.
Okay.
So the other guy can't fit through.
So that's going to be 16
So
damage.
how much damage did you do total?
Piercing.
12, 13, 14, 15. You did 16 damage total?
Yes.
8.
8 of it piercing.
You managed to piercing. You got 8 piercing. Okay.
And you got what you call it? Crit you can do if you want.
Yeah, and then I crit it, so it's going to have to roll its critical. I don't have any vicious or any lethal blows, so it's just flat.
Ah.
Oh,
nice.
Great.
So this guy's kind of stunned and he's blocking you from that was pretty smart.
Yeah.
Took it down.
All right, so I guess NPC's going next.
Yeah,
we're
NPC's
about getting close to time on here. I wonder if Evan can rejoin and use his computer mic versus headset.
Well, it's over anyway, so might as well just call it. If you want to word experience and all that, or save for next.
Okay, we'll continue finding wikis.
All right, the pirates continue fighting the Wookiees, and we'll pick up at the start of next round. Okay, so we'll probably do this, finish this play by post, and I believe Eli's gonna continue the Beyond the Rim game next Sunday, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so I hope everyone enjoyed this at home. How much experience are you awarding, Evan? All right, 15. So cool. All right, thank you for running it.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
And thank you all for watching. We'll see you again next week.
Adios.
All right, I ended the stream.